challenge here to raise awareness to stop prison abuse and to help the Ammon Bundy Defense.com. So I didn't get any sponsors before I came out here, but I'd like to challenge 13 people to give $13 because Ammon spent 13 hours tortured in a 3x3 box like the one behind me here. So we're getting ready to get some cuffs on me, and especially want to just make a shout out to all my friends because I know a lot of people that have been following this story have already given thousands. We've raised over $20,000. So to my friends who have not yet had an opportunity to help us in this, you can go to PayPal and Amazon.com and give $13 through PayPal. That'd be awesome. Thank you.
I can do it.
Hold on one second.
I can do it, so you can still plug it. Go ahead and plug it in.
This is Paul. Okay, this is Rocky Hall. We're out Sally Detention Center, and we've got ourselves another volunteer to go inside of the torture chamber here, and it's the CCA compliance room at this time is what we're calling it. Doing is we're raising money for the Ammon Bundy Defense. Where you're from and why you're doing this.
My name is Gina Harden. I'm from Los Angeles, and I want to bring awareness. When I heard that a prisoner had been abused in a cell like this, had his hands behind his back and shackles around his ankles, around his bleeding ankles, and was beaten and left there in the cold, deprived of food and water, and for use of any restroom facilities. That 13 hours of right. So this is unacceptable. It's immoral to put men in prison. Have denied bail, being denied a speedy trial. 5 years is not too long. And so that's unconstitutional, it's illegal, it's immoral, and we as Americans can't stand for it another minute.
Okay, well she's accepted the challenge, and we're going to put the cuffs on at this time. So she's asked me to put them in the front because she does have shoulder injury, and I want a lot of people inmates have the handcuffs are still placed behind their back, but we're not going to do that to her because we like her.
I'd like to ask 13 people go to AmmonBundyDefense.com and give 13 hours, $13 to symbolize the 13 hours that he was tortured.
I've double locked them so they don't cinch down on her, so they're not going to cut off the blood flow. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not going to put you on behind. So go ahead and step in and start your time, young lady.
I have never been arrested or imprisoned in real life. I'm a law-abiding citizen and never visited a prisoner until last week when I had the great opportunity. Today I had a great visit with Captain Shaughnessy, a hero. He comes from a great line of patriots. His father served on Normandy in World War II, and 19 political patriot prisoners in the detention center. And we know that prison abuse is happening not just here but across America, and it's time for Americans to say we are innocent until proven guilty. So no, I had them just in an unofficial, and they were actually on really tight that time.
So what do you think about having handcuffs on?
Well, you were pretty kind. They're kind of loose here, but I'm sure over time. You see, I'm holding them up now, but I'm sure over time they'll start to get heavy, and I know for sure if my hand, even without handcuffs, to put my hands on my shoulders. So yeah, and I don't have shackles on my ankles like Ammon did either. So obviously, this is just to kind of give people a taste of what's happening. It's shameful what's happening there, and it can't go on anymore. These guards in there that are contributing to this in the name of a paycheck. I just pray that their hearts would be softened and their consciences would be pricked, that they would stop going along with the abuse of prisoners.
Thank you for volunteering to do this, and thank you for letting all your friends know and sharing your story with us as well. Anything you'd like to say, John?
Well, she is asking everyone to donate $13. She be like 13 people that donate $13. Is that right?
That's right.
Piece. So it's not all that much. I know I've seen a couple of people on here ask how much has been raised. I haven't got that total over the weekend, but I know $20,000 mark in 4 days. But we haven't did a lot of this in the last couple of days over the weekend. So, but I know it's over $20,000, and I'll probably get another total sometime tomorrow, hopefully, to see what the actual main total is.
So I'm a mother of 5 children. So on behalf of Mother's Day, I'm asking for this donation. Well, everyone is sacrificing something to be out here. Obviously today is Mother's Day, and I'm not with my family. And my wedding anniversary is this week. Defeated the baseball team. That he's missing because he said this was appreciate everything. We all have something different that we do. It just fills our heart with joy to know that the patriots inside are being encouraged by the stand up for Yes.
That one thing that I heard a little bit about in the past, but never really thought about it until again today, that O'Shaughnessy was a firefighter in 9/11 in New York City, right?
Yeah, he was attached to the Chicago Fire Department, but was dispatched to New York for 9 days to help them. So he's a hero. That's the kind of man he is. He runs where there's a need. In 2014, peacefully protesting, when he saw, people being tased and cattle being slaughtered, he didn't know Ammon was before that, didn't know the Bundys, and he went to go help and stand. And he said he didn't care about cows. He cared about women and innocent people being abused, and he went there unarmed to help out. And there's no evidence against him of any crime, and they're just holding him. He's in part of the third group of 3 groups that are going to trial, and who knows when that'll be. There's no court date set for him. He's been in prison since January of 2016, and he has no idea when he'll even be going. So unconscionable what's been happening. After that, the jury unanimously found that first group not guilty, and then the judge said, "We'll go back and think about it some more," and managed to find 2 people who were wavered a little bit, I guess, and so the judge just crossed out all those 12 not guilty verdicts. She crossed out and declared a mistrial. So this isn't America. That's not what we do in America.
Thanks for coming out here and doing this challenge and being here and supporting us and our patriots.
Thank you. Appreciate you keeping everyone up to date every day.
Thank you.
Gina's going to take the challenge for a while. We don't know how long exactly she's going to be in there, but we'll keep you posted here and let you know how things are going to go. And we'll come back online when she decides to come out and video her coming out and her experience inside here. We're standing right out here in front of the
And we're
where we have
are outside the Nevada Southern Detention Center. I went in there and visited with 2 people today as well, and you guys can hear me, and I'm trying to use a speaker. But so it's very odd for me to work the job that I worked for 20 years and then go in there and visit these guys behind the walls. Brings up a lot of memories and the such. But the people I visited today was Joseph O'Shaughnessy and Stephen Stewart. Stephen Stewart's out of Idaho, I believe. And I kind of jumped seats. I did a no-no and got busted by one of the female guards in there. And the male officer that's in there, I think he could give a rat's patootie, but the female saw me and she busted me, and they just made me fill out another piece of paper, but I was jumping seats. I talked to Joseph O'Shaughnessy for a little while, and he teared up, I teared up, we were talking about things. I think the guys are as it seems that the justice system is so incredibly broken. They don't have any access to being bailed out, which is, you know, their constitutional rights are being violated all over the place. But tomorrow at 1 o'clock, Joseph O'Shaughnessy is going to call me, and we're going to do a live feed at 1 p.m., 1300 hours. So if you guys could join me for that and share that information, he's going to do a live feed with me, and I tried to talk Stephen into it as well. I tried to talk him into it, and I told him that people get tired of listening to us. They want to hear them. You know, they want to hear their story. So Stephen's thinking twice about it, and I asked him, well, I've been asked about their personal stories, about who they are they married, do they have children, and all that stuff. And so I told Stephen Stewart that, and he's thinking about it. So we kind of hope he does. But O'Shaughnessy is going to be live with us tomorrow at 1300 hours. So if you can join us, he's going to call us, and I'm going to be walked through how to accept his call, because I've never done that before. My sister did time, and I accepted her call, but it was just you push one and everything like that. So I'm not quite. Hello from Oregon. Beverly, thank you, and thanks for you guys sharing the videos as well, because the more people get this information, the better. Let's see, what happened today? Well, we did the visits, and so we went in there and we visited with these guys, and well, I lost that live feed, so here we go again. This is Rocky, and we are outside of the Nevada Southern Detention Center. And what one of the guys told me today during a visit was, when the investigators came in and talked to him, he was given the opportunity to go into protective custody, as they think that because he was doing what he was doing and talking to them, that the other inmates were going to give him a hard time. This is not true. The inmates stick together in there, and they're not going to take the side of the guards. So, got it. Hold on. Well, maybe I don't. Okay, they got me chasing trash. Damn it. Oh, sorry about that. They had me chasing trash. I'm older than dirt, dude.
I'm older than you are.
I know, but I'm tore up from the floor up. So anyway, when this happened with Ammon, an investigative team came in and pulled them into the library or something like that and interviewed them, and the guys told them it was an internal investigation, which means that the corporation sent some goons down to. And the guys told him, we're not talking to you without our lawyer. We're not talking to you without a third party. And why would we give you the information that we're going to use against you to sue you? So they got mad at him. They got mad, and so more retaliation is expected. But they're holding their grounds. They're not going to give up anything. And so they said, well, you know, you'd be safer in protective custody, because now the other inmates are mad at you because you got them on lockdown, and an officer was telling this to them as well. You got this institution. It's your fault that the prison's on lockdown and these other inmates don't get visits. And the guards are also telling the other inmates that as well. Thanks, Mandy. So they've been told, they're telling the other inmates it's the Bundy's fault, and they call every one of these political prisoners Bundys, I guess, and their name's not Bundy, but they're calling them Bundys. So it's the Bundy's fault that they were on lockdown and they didn't get visits. So the investigators are like, well, we can put you in protective custody. And they said no. And they're like, well, you know, you'd be safer in protective custody. There's murders, rapists, pimps, drug dealers out here. And they're like, I'd rather be with them. And the other inmates are sticking up for them. They were they had a sit-in and refused to go to dinner. And then they come off a lockdown. But we did get to go in and visit today because their visiting is from Sunday to Saturday. So today is the start of a new week. So we did get to see several of the guys today. I saw O'Shaughnessy and I saw Stevens. And, oh, so much was talked about. Gosh, I should have wrote it down. Let me check my book. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. Medical treatment. There we go. August of 2016, he slipped and he tore something. He ripped something in his shoulder, and it took a long time to see the doctor. As of right now, they've done nothing. They took an X-ray, and then the doctor said they drove him all the way into Vegas to take an X-ray, and then the doctor says, "Well, I can't do anything without an MRI." So their medical treatment here is absolutely horrible. Cliven fell and hurt his leg really bad, and he had some internal bleeding, and so the boys are taking care of him. They're not getting medical attention in here. Cliven hasn't been seen on a lot of things. One of the guys fell and ripped his shoulder. He says now it's really getting hard to use his shoulder. So the medical in here is just crap. Just absolute crap. I asked for some information today, and I want to share this with you guys as well, and I'll show you what I have written down here. Right now, the value of the holdings in this private prison are $3,708,000,000. The name of the private prison is Corrections Corporation of America. Now, because their stocks were plummeting so bad, they actually just changed the name to Core Civic. And on the New York Stock Exchange, it's under CXW. So the number one shareholder is Vanguard Group Incorporated with almost 19 million shares. They have 18,814,032 shares. And so then BlackRock Inc., it just goes on. So if you go onto their website, you can find their shares. And if you go onto my Facebook, one of the beautiful, wonderful girls on there sent me this information too. So you got Prudential Financial Incorporations, you've got Bank of America, you've got Goldman Sachs, you've got Bank of New York, and this was just the first page. These are the major shareholders. The major shareholder, Vanguard Group Inc. There you go. You know, just BlackRock Inc. and BlackRock Institutional, and then there was something else, BlackRock. So if you guys can find out who these people are, I think that'd be awesome. So if you hit them in their pocketbooks, hit them in their shareholder, kick them right in the shareholder, you guys know what I'm saying. Hit them in the pocketbook. And if we can find out exactly who these shareholders are and maybe publish their names, you know, like they do with the Hollywood stars when they find out that they're shareholders in a company that has child labor, and they blast their names, then all of a sudden, you know, they step out. And so if we can do that, you guys know what to do. A lot of you guys that know me know what to do. Guantanamo Bay in the desert. The staff are coming and going. We've got more flags flying. You can hear me better? Yeah, I have it plugged in actually into a headset, and so there's less wind. Sorry about that, guys. It's the internet out here in Pahrump, Nevada is horrible, and you guys know that every time we do a live feed, there's usually a van parked somewhere that's scrambling our crap. They put in a new fence over here. We do the Jericho walk every single day at 2:30 so that the guys can hear. We walk all the way around the prison, starting back down there, and walk all the way around. We're carrying flags, we're waving banners, we've got a microphone. The guys are absolutely appreciative that the fact that we're out here. So right over here, they've extended their fence line with some cheesy fence out there and put up no trespassing signs. So we can't get close to the prison yard that's right there, and we have to go further around out here. And so it's over an hour walk to go all the way around the prison. Our shofar hasn't been out here to be blown. He's got work to do in Las Vegas. So shareholders, corruption, lack of training on the officers on the inside. If every single one of you guys got onto their website and applied for a job, you don't have to take it. Apply for a job and see how fast and easy it is to get a job. Tell them you're retired and you're looking for somewhere to go and stuff like that. There was a really good article on Mother Jones News that I'm reading right now that somebody sent me, and it was Mother Jones writer that applied for a job and went undercover for like 3 months and found out a boat ton. The corporation has been dealing with this stuff for 30 years. Nothing here is new. Nothing here is new. Now, what I was told the other day or today in a visit, was that the officer that threatened them with all this retaliation crap, when they went into the investigation, they told all about the officers that had been retaliating, using threats and intimidation, and all that crap. Yeah, ATVs, that'd be good, but it's really bad out there. You've got some serious gullies and stuff, so I don't know if ATVs would work. So he told the investigators about the threats and stuff from the guards. The guard that did that has not been seen since. So that's cool. But the thing is that they can get rid of these guards and go, well, look, we got rid of the problem. The guards here are exposable. I mean, they're disposable. I mean, they're like paper bags, you know. Okay, well, you're done with it. It's no good no more. Throw it away. And so it's not the guards. It's the head of the snake. And the head of the snake needs to be cut off. So the guards are disposable. So you got rid of one. You have hundreds of these other places with 1,000 more guards, and they'll just hire another one. So it's good and it's not, if you know what I mean. I got onto a radio show last night with some friends, and we did an interview, and I talked to this young man from Norway, and he was a caller, and we were talking. And he said that when he was here, he was an INS hold. He was here illegally, and he was put into he did 7 prisons in 6 months or something. They were tossing him everywhere. And he ended up in a prison in Oklahoma, and it was a private prison. And he said that they had him in handcuffs for 23 hours. And I asked him how it was when he finally got out of the handcuffs and how bad it was. He didn't have the words to explain it, how horrible it was and how bad it was. And he just kept saying that his arms hurt so much, he couldn't move them. He was in a lot of pain, but he was in handcuffs for 23 hours. And I think this was a couple years ago. This is not new. This has been going on for a long, long time. So we gotta do something, man. Hit him in the shareholder, kick him in the shareholder, guys. So he said that while he was in that Oklahoma jail, there's cells that are meant for 2 people, and they had 6 in them. They had 6 people in the cells, and they were sleeping on top of each other. He saw suicides. He saw people get hung. He said he's writing a book about it. So it's not new. If you guys just start researching, and they're worth a lot of money. They're worth a lot of money. that prison guard making $9 an hour that they may have just fired means absolutely nothing to them. Fire him, and the problem goes away. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You know, because there's no training for these officers. And I don't know. I would like all of you guys to apply for a job. If you can go on to Civic Corps and apply for a job, let's just find out how easy it is. Document your story, get a cell phone, and start just documenting the process. Okay, Rocky says go apply for this job. Okay, here I am applying for this job. And when the other undercover person went in there, he said that the recruiters were like jumping over backwards to get him in because nobody wants this crap hole job, you know. So anyway, so if you got any questions, tomorrow at 1300 hours, we will be live streaming. Oh, Shawnee, he will be coming on live. So if you can join me at that time and let everybody know, that'd be great. John Lamb is going to be doing it as well. So thank you guys so much for joining us here in Camper Liberty. Everybody's just kind of chilling back, kicking back in their tents and everything. Wednesday, we're going to have 10 to 15 horses out here, and they will be doing the Jericho March around the prison. So look in your Bible, find out about the walls of Jericho coming down. That's what we're doing. We've already got 2 local people here that have offered to house the horses, and right down the street here, a lady is going to put some up for us and feed and water them. The locals have been freaking awesome. John Lamb and I got invited down the street here. Well, several of us did, but him and I carpooled down there and took a shower. She opened her home to us, and yeah, I smell better today, guys. Oh my God, I'm so grateful for a shower. Truly grateful for a shower. So thank you to this local lady that can actually sit on her couch and see the lights of the prison. And her property values have crashed. They've crashed. And she says that the smell of their sewer pond is so bad that sometimes she'll go outside and actually physically throw up. So it's really bad. And they've made this whole street a resident or industrial. So yeah, her real estate prices have just absolutely crashed. So what to do? Whatever you can. Hi, Valerie from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I think it got up into the 60s and 70s today, and I hear a lot of you guys are still getting snow. So during the day, we're in shorts. At night, we put on a light cover shirt, and it's actually been really nice with the light breeze. But the wind is so bad here in the desert that everybody's lips are getting chapped, and my eyes are dry, and it's just horrible. But we have a place to take a shower.
Well, we still have Gina in jail. It's been 2 hours now, everyone. And we know that we have at least got 5 people that have donated in her name in the last 2 hours. So how many more we need? That's
need
8 more. We're looking for 8 more people of $13 per person to get Gina out. She's been in there a complete 2 hours, everyone.
Gina has given up her Mother's Day to be here to support the prisoners. She's made a tremendous sacrifice, and the men in the prison have made a tremendous sacrifice. And the least that we Americans can do is to support these patriots.
That's
so
right.
Please open your hearts and your wallets.
Keith the other day, he did the walk, did the Jericho March, plumb around the walls of Jericho here, or this evil city, this evil prison. And then he spent, it took us about an hour and a half, and then he spent, what, 2 hours in here? 2 full hours inside this 3x3 jail cell. So
Keith's record now.
that's pretty good, doing the march and went to jail.
So the sun is setting behind John, and starting to get a cool breeze down here. It's The sun's not in my face anymore, but the temperatures start to drop quickly at nighttime here.
Right. If you love liberty, put your money where your mouth is.
So we're raising money for the Bundy Defense Fund, and you can donate. And she's asking 13 people to donate $13, and we need how many more?
8 more. AmmonBundyDefense.com.
AmmonBundyDefense.com. So it's for the political prisoners. It's for their legal defense fund, and that's why we're doing what we're doing here. And we got people out here kind of keeping an eye, because we've had 2 people fall out from heat stroke inside this. So we're really watching people, and we've kind of slowed down on putting people in there and letting them get in there. We're trying to be a lot more cautious of the heat.
She wants me to freeze instead of bake.
She can shiver a little bit, but I do not want her to fall out from the heat. So how are your wrists feeling at this time?
Well, you know, I'm constantly adjusting them because it gets uncomfortable after it's in one spot for a while. But I was thinking about Ammon with his cuffs on so tight and cutting off his circulation. I'm sure he never got to adjust them, and you can see it leaves marks on your wrist because they're heavy. You can feel that weight pressing down.
And we put the handcuffs in front of her instead of behind her, because she's got a hurt shoulder, so she can't put the handcuffs behind. But I also want to say that when the inmates are inside, it doesn't matter if they've got shoulder injuries or elbow injuries or arm injuries or how old they are. They're cuffed behind them. And so there's guys in there. There's O'Shaughnessy has ripped his shoulder out right now, and he says that he felt something rip in his shoulder, and they're denying him medical treatment, and he's been cuffed behind him, and it hurts. So we're not going to do that to her. We like her. So I wanted to put that in there as well.
Mary just gave you $13 too to get you out.
Thank you, Mary, and thank you to all the people that have given. We appreciate that. So
and you're getting some thumbs up, and you're getting some hearts, and you're getting some love from everybody out here. So we want to tell them that too. So are you ready to come out, or do you want to wait?
Nope, we're going at least another hour.
Got the handcuff key.
We need what,
Seven more people.
7 more.
So if we get 7 more people, she'll get out before an hour, or she's going to go another whole hour, she says. She's already been in here for 2 full
I
hours.
think we've raised $80.
Yes.
So let's double that, and then I'll go take care of my kiddos out there.
Yeah, your kids are getting restless. They keep coming over here and looking at their mom in jail.
They're loving it. They keep saying to tighten the handcuffs.
It's Mother's Day, and they're saying
They
that.
turn the tables. I'm the one in timeout today.
Mandy Harborough from New Zealand says hello.
Hello, New Zealand. God bless you.
Pump it up for New Zealand. So I'm waving the handcuffs, but she says 1 more hour because she wants 13 people to donate $13. So we're working on it. We're working on it, and all the money, 100% of the money, goes into the Bundy Defense Fund. So I'm going to bring something else up. John, go ahead. I'm going to walk away from you so I don't interrupt you. But
Lindsay says if we do $13 plus $4.76 equals $17.76. So that's right, Lindsay.
So is Lindsay giving $17.76?
She might be. That might be what she's saying here. Let's see what she says here. Bail for Lindsay, $13 plus $4.76 equals $17.76. Bail for Jenna, she said.
Thank you, Lindsay. Love you. So we're down to 6 more?
Yes. People from Mississippi, Junior from Mississippi.
Like constantly.
I still haven't went in this jail yet, but here soon I will.
John has gotten a lot of sun out here. When I saw him after a week, his face is very red, his arms, and everyone got a little more, including myself, got a little more color today. The sun is, you're out here in the sun, all day long. We're expecting a little rain tomorrow, I think, but then after that, back to the sunshine.
The rain doesn't rain here as much as it does some other places, so I don't know if I'll mind the rain. It cools things down a little bit. This wind has been horrible today, though.
Yeah, made a good investment. Some nice, strong steel stakes to keep everything down.
Hi, Trenton. I talked to your dad today. I'll try to call you here after this live stream. So you can see the flags are moving a little bit, but not near as much as they were here earlier today. It was really blowing out here. Almost too much to talk or do a live stream. Here, let me show you the benches that we've got signed today. These are benches that BJ Soper and I think Mary signed. And this flag has been signed by multiple people. So here's some of the signatures. And these benches are going to be raffled off. One of them is down here, and the other one's going to be auctioned off. So we've got signatures from supporters from the town and people that have stopped by, and people that are here at Camp Liberty. We'll get quite a few more signatures before these are actually auctioned off. Or I know one of these benches are going to be, the raffle finishes next Saturday at 5 o'clock. So we'll have a lot of people out here on Tuesday, a lot of the Cowboys. And then we're planning on putting some clear coat, or like stain over the top of these names to keep them so they don't wear off as easy. And here's one of the flags that we've been getting lots of signatures on. It's also going to be donated to be auctioned off. This flag here has been in Portland, Oregon during some of the first trials, and it's also been in the trial down here in Las Vegas. We're asking $100 for the benches that are not signed, but we can also sign some benches even if people are buying them and wanting them shipped to them. So there's some of the signatures here.
Oh, I got it upside down. Or wrong.
That's okay.
You're in the habit.
They've got a lot of different names on here.
You're in the habit of flying your flag. Hold that bottom of it, the bottom quarter. There you go.
So
see if we can find some names everybody knows.
It's going to go up for auction.
There's Shauna Cox's. Let's see here. We've got, I know Lavoie has signed this one.
She is a Bundy. Stewart, there, she's a Bundy.
There's a bunch of names in the last few months we've got signed.
So these are the people that have showed up here and signed the flag and stuff like that. We tried to get everybody to sign.
These are the benches that we're selling for $100 down here to support Dave Bundy's family.
And BJ Soper actually put into one of those benches.
Thanks, Mary. You donated. Mary donated $20 instead of $13.
Thank you, Mary. Appreciate it.
We know that.
It'd be great. Look, there I am.
Offer $200 for the flag.
$200 for the flag. We might have to take you up on that, Stephen. I'll let you know here later.
So are we bidding that off too?
This flag is going to be auctioned off. Yes.
So that's our first bid.
Our first bid of $200. I'll mark that down. There's two.
Oh, so who's supposed to be signing this one? Just the other Patriots, or
Yes.
not here?
No, anybody can sign this. Yes. It can still be signed.
Mother's Day, and my daughter and my grandchildren went to my house and cleaned my yard and mowed my
Yes.
grass. And,
So I think we're up to 122, John.
Okay.
So happy Mother's Day to my daughter as well, because
So let's
she's
get
like the
47
bestest
more.
mom in the world.
So we're trying to get.
Awesome kid, and I am truly blessed. My grandchildren are beautiful. They're just truly beautiful. This is
And if you want a couple signatures on a bench, if you do buy one and you definitely want some signatures on a bench, we will sign the bench before we ship it out by several of us from Patriot Camp down here. Just let us know if you actually want it signed.
I don't want her to be.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, so I'm probably gonna end up going to bed. She's gonna be in here for another hour, and so she's raising money. She wants 13 people.
Cynthia, we got you a flag to sign down here that we're gonna send you here shortly, I think.
The benches are awesome.
David Haynes says $20.
Thank you, David.
Hi, Mike.
All right, only 4 to go. Thank you guys so much. So generous. Patriots appreciate it.
For a hug from Janice.
What's she yelling?
She's reading some of the messages here to me over there.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Laz. How you doing? I see you joined on here. The donation totals are over 20,000. I haven't got any totals through the weekend here, so all I know is what was done up through Friday there. It might have been early Friday, but that's all I know right now, that it was over 20,000 the last I heard. Hi, Mikey. Mikey Eamon from Butte, Montana. I think so far we've sold like 5 benches down here.
They're really nice.
We had like close to 12 of them to start out with, and I think we have like 7 benches left right now. We can probably get more. Hi, Laura Jones.
So, you know, this money we're raising isn't just to bail me out of here, but it's to bail all those guys out of there and help with their defense. A lot of them have public defenders, but a few have private. And you know, if one person in the group has a private good attorney, it's going to benefit the whole group. So we want to see these guys get out of there. They've been in behind bars way too long, and they miss their families. And we need to reunite these families.
Rob, I'll have to ask. I think Cynthia Prim handles, or a couple of them handle the auctions of the flags and things, so I'm not quite sure when that's going to be auctioned off, but it will be soon. And Stephen asked a question, how much got mailed to the lawyers? All the money went directly to the lawyers. We didn't collect any of that money. That money went through a PayPal account or a credit card thing. So all that money went down there. We didn't collect any of that money to the lawyers. Kelly says she loves you.
Can't
Kelly
wait.
Stewart's watching.
Drive safely.
Flag auction's up to $250.
We love you, miss
We'll
you.
write that down over there. We got our cook and our bookkeeper over here. She's helped.
Flag's up to $250 already.
Okay, great.
The flag? 250?
Bid, I guess.
Yeah, bids.
Oh, sweet.
When I talked to Captain Joe today, he said that, you know, he was going through all of this to make America aware of what's going on, so that hopefully no one else would have to ever be in his shoes. And I want to see him back with he's got a 7-year-old daughter. I want to see him back home with her where he belongs.
Hi, Marie. Yeah, it was good to have you here. We miss you too. We need more people down here, so gonna have a lot of fun down here on Tuesday. So everybody that can get here for sure on Tuesday, you don't want to miss out. Miss out on the Jericho March. Miss out on the horses and the cowboys coming. It's just gonna be a big day down here. Bring some food, some tents, some sleeping bags, some lawn chairs. Bring some water, some juices, and some good shoes, and you bring your flags to march. It's a long march around this place. It takes us just a little over an hour to get around it. Thanks, Fred. It'd be good to have you here. So if you can't get here next Tuesday, next Saturday is a good time too. Plus, a few people that come down can maybe get a few visitations in for some of the patriots that are here in prison.
You talking about Bev? Bev's the only one I knew that was doing the front end with the trailer and collecting all the water.
We only need like $47 more to get Jenna out, or she's gonna stay there all night.
Well, I'm thankful that, you know, unlike the true solitary confinement in the prison, I've had Keith here giving me lessons on the Constitution while I sit here. So it's been an educational 2 hours. What's the name of your Liberty Tree
University.
Liberty Tree University, a website where that helps parents and grandparents teach children about the Constitution. So he's a wealth of information.
We just ended up with $33 more, so we have Marie says $20 from her, Marie Snow.
Thank you, Marie.
Marie was actually in this jail cell too. And then $13 from Kristen. So
Thank you, Kristen.
we only need like $14.
Something like that. Two more? One more?
So we would, like $14 more. So like $17.76. That's all we need from somebody.
$20 from Marie, $13 from Kristen.
So we're real close there.
As soon as I get out of here, I'm gonna call some of my children back in Los Angeles who I haven't spoken to yet today. So.
$17 from Marie.
Marie paid again. $17.
Twice.
Laura
Double
Jones
19 for
and
you.
Laura Jones actually paid $17.76. She said.
Who's that?
Laura Jones.
Thank you, Laura.
So we got our total that you was trying to raise.
Is that Laura,
over.
Is that Laura Jones of Palm Springs?
I don't know where she's actually from. Laura Jones is from, but
Well, I'm so thankful for
Yes.
everyone who gave. You know, I don't have the means to be able to write a check by myself for that amount, so glad I could spend a couple hours and you all helped me to help our patriots. So thank you so much.
so we got to get the lady with the key, the warden over here. Is the warden coming over with the key? The warden took off. I thought so, Dale, from Oregon. Yeah, Laura Jones is from Oregon.
Oh wait, we gotta. Hey,
And Lori Kramer, we know. Thanks for the radio that's on the way. You're awesome with all the everything you help us with.
yeah, you ready? Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna unhandcuff her and get her out of jail.
Do you have any how much I raised?
I can check later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
How much total Kristen wants to know?
Around
170 maybe.
185 or something like that.
Just under $200.
About $60 an hour, $65 an hour.
Freedom!
So
Thank
that's
you,
a
thank
little
you.
over 185. Yep.
Awesome. Awesome. Good job, young lady.
Well, thanks a lot, everyone. Hi, William from Ohio. So,
20 hours too?
Little over.
hours and 10 or 2 hours and 15.
20 minutes, 2 hours and 20 minutes.
That's what my dance is saying.
so we're just relaxing around the. I keep calling this Patriot Camp, but it is a Patriot Camp, but it's Camp Liberty. And we're just relaxing the evening, taking it easy. We visited a lot of the guys in jail today and had some great visits from a lot of us over here. And it's been a long day. And we're ready to settle down for tonight and get ready for tomorrow. The wind is gone, so we're it's a little easier to talk out here right now, but it really blew all day today. So, again, this is Camp Liberty out here in Pahrump, Nevada. We've been camped out here now 10 days, and we're getting ready for the Cowboys on Tuesday. So, we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. We'll have you some more live updates from out here. Keep praying for us. And until then, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot, everyone.